रबर थी ना फिर तो मारा।
कुछ नहीं हुआ, छोड़ो, जो हो गया हो गया। टाइम आएगा।
Love can protect, love can heal, and sometimes love can even kill. When love turns into possession, it can kill. Just in the last few days, across cities and headlines, a chilling pattern kept emerging. Relationships that began with promises and ended in violence. When obsession replaces trust, when control replaces care, and when rejection becomes a trigger, a law student shot in the head by her classmate in the classroom. A man who rapes and kills his girlfriend and then rapes her again. A husband who kills his pregnant wife. And a Valentine's Day murder. I'm Anjali Istwal, and in today's episode of Postmortem, we show you how does affection spiral into fatal fixation. She sent one last message. It said, "I'll be back by 11. It was supposed to be a birthday outing with someone she trusted, someone she loved. But by the next morning, her phone was silent and she was gone. What began as a missing person report in Indore would soon unravel into a disturbing investigation of murder, rape, and occult rituals. This is the story of a young girl from Indore who loved a murderer named Piyush.
क्यों मारा? रबर थी ना फिर तो मारा।
कुछ नहीं हुआ, छोड़ो, जो हो गया हो गया यार।
No remorse, no guilt, just a smirk on his face. This could be the face of a psychopath. He raped his girlfriend inside a locked room and then killed her. But that wasn't enough for this cold-blooded killer. For the next few hours, he went on a spree to malign her on social media by posting objectionable videos and pictures. After all that, he steps out of the house to buy alcohol. He returns to the room, sits beside the body, drinks, and as alleged in the investigation, sexually assaults the corpse. After this sick and twisted act, he locks the room and runs away. Nearly 600 kilometers from the crime scene, he performs occult rituals, trying to call back his girlfriend's spirit after killing her. He remains on the run for 5 days. But this fugitive escape of a deranged lover who turned into a murderer finally ends on a moving train, where Indore police, with help from Mumbai police, arrest the accused, Piyush Dhamnodiya. Even in custody, his tone remains defiant.
तवन ये चीज का इसकी बच्ची को मारा है इतनी हैवानियत के साथ। बेटा 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 क्यों मारा? कारण तो बता, तो मारा क्यों है? कारण तो बता दे। चलो कारण तो बता दे।
अच्छे को सबको कारण बताऊंगा अच्छे से।
क्या बताएगा?
बताऊंगा। टाइम आएगा।
This spine-chilling case begins on February 10th, when an MBA student from Indore's Dwarkapuri area suddenly goes missing. And before disappearing, she had sent a message to her sister from her phone saying she was going to a birthday party with her boyfriend, Piyush Dhamnodiya, and would return by 11 p.m. That message proved tragically wrong. She never returned home alive. Distressed, the family filed a missing complaint with Indore police. Investigators began connecting the dots. It took 3 days to trace the location to the accused's rented room in Uncle Colony. By the time police reached there, the scene was horrific. The student's body was found on the bed, hands and legs tied, plastic stuffed in her mouth, clearly indicating brutal assault and murder. Police launched a manhunt using technical surveillance. His location was traced near Panvel, close to Mumbai. Before officers could reach him, he had boarded a Goa-bound train. He was finally detained from that moving train near Andheri. During questioning, he narrated details of the crime that reportedly left even the investigating officers shaken.
बहुत ही ज्यादा विभत्स सिचुएशन थी उसके शव की, तो ऐसा किसी भी व्यक्ति के साथ में नहीं होना चाहिए। इतनी क्रूरता होते हुए इससे पहले मैंने तो कभी भी नहीं देखा, और उसने काफी बुरी तरीके से हत्या की है उसकी, और वो तो एविडेंस समझ में आ रहे थे वहां पे घटनास्थल पर ही, पर वो जो भी चीजें हैं फॉरेंसिक जांच के बाद स्पष्ट हो पाएंगी कि और क्या-क्या चीजें हुई हैं उसके साथ में।
According to the police, on February 10th, he lured the victim to his room under false pretenses, tried to sexually assault her, and when she resisted, he overpowered her, tied her up, and strangled her. After the murder, he left the room, bought beer, returned, and drank beside the body. Investigators say he admitted to buying performance-enhancing drugs beforehand and also confessed to further sexual assault after the killing.
जब इसने हत्या की उसके बाद इसने वहां पे नशा किया और वो कुछ समय तक लाश के साथ वहां पे बैठा रहा, और उसके बाद फिर वो फाइनली नशा करने के बाद वहां से ताला बंद करके चला गया था। सेंटीमेंट भी हुए थे उसी फ्लैट पर। हाँ, उसी फ्लैट में जो जैसा आरोपी द्वारा बताया गया कि इसके द्वारा जो है अपनी गर्लफ्रेंड के साथ संबंध बनाए गए थे।
But all this wasn't enough to satiate his criminal appetite. After the murder, he went ahead to murder the reputation of the girl he once claimed to love. He allegedly shared private and objectionable videos of the victim on social media, hiding his own face with emojis while exposing her identity and destroying her dignity. Then began his attempt to evade the police. Investigators say he fled by train towards Maharashtra. He boarded a train heading to Goa, but made a stopover in Panvel. What he did in Panvel shocked even the police. He performed black magic in an attempt to communicate with the spirit of the woman he had just killed. Later, during investigation, his phone search history showed queries about rituals to summon a dead person's spirit. He searched Google and YouTube for what he believed was a way to contact his dead lover. Police believe he even performed occult practices at a deserted location in Panvel, and they are still struggling to connect all the dots.
पुलिस वहां गई पनवेल में, तो वहां पे एक ऐसा स्थल मिला जहां पे इन्हें कुछ तंत्रिक क्रिया करने का प्रयास किया था और इस टाइप की चीजें की थी, जिससे थोड़ा सा प्रतीत होता है कि ये मेंटली घटना के बाद अनस्टेबल हो गए थे, और फिर इनने आत्माओं से भी बात करने की कोशिश की, और वो लड़की से इस माध्यम से बात करना चाह रहे थे।
While killer Piyush has been seen calmly facing the camera, replying to media queries and walking around the crime scene of his girlfriend's murder with no remorse or emotion, a question everyone is asking: why did he commit such a brutal crime? According to police, he could not accept that their relationship was breaking down. Both families knew about the relationship, and the girl's family was open to marriage, but the accused's father opposed it. Tensions grew. The victim had stopped speaking to him for about 2 weeks. Investigators say this anger and obsession ultimately led to the fatal crime.
उसमें विस्तृत पूछताछ की गई तो उन्हें ये बताया कि वो रिलेशनशिप में थे लगभग 1 साल से लड़की के साथ में, और जो है उसके घर वाले शादी के लिए तैयार नहीं थे, तो उसी को लेके इनका लड़की से लगातार विवाद हो रहा था। उन्हें अपनी पूछताछ में बताया कि उस घटना को ये अपनी रिलेशनशिप को सॉर्ट आउट करने के लिए घर गए थे, और उसी के बाद इनके आपस में संबंध भी बने। संबंध बनने के बाद इनकी आपस में कुछ कहासुनी हुई, और जिसके चलते उन्होंने लड़की का गला घोट दिया था।
But one thing is clear. This is no ordinary jilted lover kills object of affection kind of story. This is an act of a psychopath.
अच्छे को सबको कारण बताऊंगा अच्छे से।
क्या बताएगा?
बताऊंगा टाइम आएगा।
While Piyush killed his love in a closed room, Prince Raj, another young man from Punjab's Taran, killed the woman he adored from far in front of his and her friends and classmates. It was a public display of fanaticism and obsession, and 19-year-old Sandeep Kaur paid the price for it. A quiet classroom, students waiting for lectures to begin, and then gunshots. In a chilling incident that has shaken Punjab, a 20-year-old law student allegedly walked into his classroom and opened fire on a fellow student just moments before class, and then turned the weapon on himself. The entire sequence was captured on CCTV, leaving the campus and the country in shock. The incident took place at Mai Bhago Law College in Taran district. According to investigators, the accused student briefly spoke to his 19-year-old classmate and then suddenly pulled out a pistol from his bag and fired at close range. She collapsed on the spot. Panic erupted as stunned students scrambled for safety. Seconds later, the accused shot himself and fell to the ground. Both were rushed for medical help, but the young woman was declared dead, while the accused was admitted in critical condition. The disturbing visuals spread rapidly online, triggering outrage and grief.
Punjab has been infamous for guns and gangsters. But the worrying part is that these weapons are now making it to educational institute. And easy access to weapons, that is what has made this particular incident really highlight this entirety and causing alarm amongst parents. Because schools and colleges are meant to be safe havens, especially for students, but not any longer. With little checks, it seems that the weapons in wrong hand is leading to not just fatality, but also harming the future of students.
Early police findings suggested that the accused had allegedly been pressuring and harassing the victim for months. Just a day before the shooting, he had reportedly proposed marriage and was refused. She was already engaged. Investigators also believe the rejection may have triggered the violent act.
सर ये आंदा जे मेरे नाल गल ना कीती मैं तेरे गोली मार देनी।
अच्छा
अज ही प्रपोज कीता ही कुड़ी नू ते ओने नहीं मन्नी ते ने गोली मारती।
बाद च अपने आप ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਮਾਰ ਲਈ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਨੇ।
हाँ जी
ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਵਾਲੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਆਏ ਤੇ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ?
सर ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਹੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਜੇ ਬੰਦੀ ਕਾਰਵਾਈ ਹੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ।
ਹਾਂ
ਅੱਜ ਸਾਡੀ ਧੀ ਨਾ ਹੋਈ ਆ ਕੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾ ਹੋ।
Authorities say the weapon used appears to be illegal, and a deeper probe is now underway into how it was obtained. A murder case and Arms Act charges were registered. Days later, the accused also succumbed to his injuries in hospital, closing one chapter of the case, but leaving behind disturbing questions about stalking, obsession, and campus safety. 2 young lives lost, and a classroom turned into a crime scene. And now stories of chilling betrayal on the day of love, Valentine's Day. One crime unfolded in Delhi National Capital Region on the very day as world celebrated love. A lover killed his love. Another unfolded in Haryana while returning after celebrations of the Day of Love. We bring you the tragic story of a murder of a pregnant wife by her husband and of a possible mindless killing and death by suicide. Things couldn't have been better for chartered accountant Anshul Dhawan. He was married to a beautiful woman and she was pregnant with their child. But Anshul killed her. Why? The usual answer: love, suspicion, and revenge. When romance turns into a crime scene. Anshul allegedly murdered his 2-month pregnant wife Mehak, a 27-year-old bank manager, just days after celebrating Valentine's Day together, staging the gruesome crime as a robbery before confessing under interrogation. It was the usual happy story. The couple married in September 2025, but just 4 months later, love turned into poison. The couple was driving from Mehak's parental home in Hasi to Gurugram when Anshul stopped near a village in Jhajjar's Badli area. He first strangled her, then slit her throat with scissors he had brought along, dumping her body near a canal. Immediately after, Anshul called 112, claiming unidentified robbers attacked them, assaulted him, killed Mehak and fled with their car.
ये मम्मी पापा से मिले हैं, सिर्फ 10 मिनट हमारे घर में रुके हैं, सिर्फ 10 मिनट। 10 मिनट के बाद वो हांसी से निकल गए हैं गुड़गावा के लिए। गुड़गावा निकले हैं, उसके बाद आधे रास्ते पहुंचे हैं झज्जर के। उसके बाद ये हादसा हुआ है। इस रास्ते से कभी भी नहीं जाते, उसको ये करना था ना, आज उसकी हत्या करनी थी ना मेरी बहन की, इसीलिए उसने ये रास्ता अपनाया।
पूरी प्लानिंग के तहत?
वो पूरी प्लानिंग के साथ था, वो काफी टाइम से प्लान कर रहा था, लेकिन हमें उसका पता ही नहीं चला कि वो इतना प्लान कर रहा है। दिमाग में इतना शातिर दिमाग था उस बंदे का।
Anshul had it all planned, but then cracks started showing up in the cover-up. Police grew suspicious due to inconsistencies in Anshul's story during questioning at the scene. After sustained interrogation by the police, the CA broke down and confessed to premeditated murder, driven by doubts over Mehak's fidelity fueled by her work calls. He was arrested within 18 hours with FIR under relevant murder and evidence tampering sections. The scissors and other evidence were recovered.
जब लड़के से गहनता से पूछताछ करी, लड़की के परिवारजन, लड़की के घर वाले आए, उनसे पूछताछ की, तो बाद में पता चला तो उस लड़के ने कबूल किया कि भी उसी ने उसकी हत्या की।
The other chilling story is of a possible murder and then death by suicide. A gruesome Valentine's Day discovery rocked Noida's Sector 107 on February 14th, when a couple was found shot dead inside a locked car parked near Pillar 84 on Dadri Road with a pistol recovered from the man's hand. Passers-by alerted police around noon after spotting the blood-soaked bodies of 32-year-old Sumit from Tilokpuri in Delhi and 26-year-old Rekha from Salarpur, Sector 101, Noida, slumped in the front seats of the vehicle under Sector 39 police jurisdiction. The car was locked from inside. Gunshot wounds marked both heads and cartridges lay scattered, prompting an immediate forensic sweep. Preliminary investigations point to murder-suicide. Sumit allegedly shot Rekha before killing himself, fueled by betrayal, as he says it, after their 15-year relationship with a 26-year-old. Apparently, she had promised marriage but was set to wed another. A WhatsApp message allegedly typed by Sumit hours before blamed Rekha explicitly. It read, "She betrayed me after 15 years. Yet, Sumit's family alleges murder due to caste tensions, citing suspicious proximity to Rekha's village and threats. Two relationships that began with trust ended in suspicion, deception, and death. Behind the love and promises were secrets, fears, and unresolved conflicts that turned fatal. As investigations continue, these cases leave behind grieving families and a stark warning about how obsession and doubt can turn love into tragedy. Because when love stories don't have a happy ending, sometimes they become case files. That's all we have for you in Postmortem, where we put the spotlight on crimes that shock us but make us want to know more and more. Time for a short break now. News updates continue on the other side.